Hello, everybody. It's CEO Jimbo. Did that wake you up? That was not intentional, but I decided to kind of leave it in to see what it looks like. I have no idea what that's going to look like. Anyway, I have another episode on the missing airliner MH370, Malaysian Airlines Flight 370, which was the final flight of the series MH370 as it just vanished into the night, never to be seen again, other than parts and stories from witnesses and so on. Anyway, it's morning, Tuesday morning. I've been doing these. If you've been watching, like Monday nights at about midnight, but I just was so tired. I lay down on my bed and fell asleep, and woke up a couple of hours later, and I just decided to get up early and do this. So I did a bunch of other things. I trimmed my hair and stuff like that this morning, and now here I am working on this. And anyway, I don't have a lot. I've been working on the section 3 of my book, which is on navigation, and I call it navigational nuances and subtleties. Anyway, I'm going to start with I've been working on WSPR. I have a whole chapter on this concept called WSPR. It's an acronym, WSPR, and I don't remember exactly what that stands for, even after spending 2 weeks just focusing on this and so on. Anyway, I've been challenged by one particular detail in this, and I foresee that this is going to be ongoing until I get this detail resolved. I'm very interested in this, almost like a police officer finding a story that doesn't line up. Or if you've watched Columbo, Columbo, the homicide detector, is trying to kind of relieve the guy that he's investigating, but the story just doesn't add up. He's saying that he was never at a gas station, and somebody says he was at a gas station, that kind of thing. Anyway, so here to cut through the chase, this is my Samsung tablet right here. And this is chapter 9, WSPR. And I write this on a different, on a laptop, and I just transferred it onto my Samsung for two reasons. One, to sort of back it up, and two, to show you this and so on for my video. I spelled WSPR wrong, and I need to kind of go back and take the I out. I don't know why it does that. But here's the challenge. Right here, I wish I could get the blue thing to go away. In chapter 9, WSPR, section 2, sub-chapter 2, that's what that SC2 stands for. That's my own coding, or whatever you want to, abbreviation. Idiosyncrasies. M1 is main 1. You have you. That's just my own comment as I sort this out. This is the quote, and it's from, there's actually two quotes that are pretty much the same thing. In a previous paper, we have successfully detected and tracked a large aircraft, a Boeing 777-300ER. This is regarding MH370, and it's like, how can this person say that? How can they say they successfully detected and tracked a large aircraft when it's still lost? I mean, it seems like they would have a claim if they at least had underwater pictures of the aircraft being in a particular spot. But it could be anywhere on this planet. After all of these years or someone, we could find it in the Pacific Ocean or something like that. So how could somebody say in a previous paper, we have successfully detected and tracked a large aircraft, a Boeing 777-300ER, unless they're talking about something else? But let's go on. But what about small aircraft? So this guy's trying to justify, get a job finding lost small aircraft by his success in finding this big aircraft, which is still lost. This is written by Richard Godfrey, July 13, 2022. So this is relatively fresh, just a year ago. Um, and this is the title right here of his article, N395 Juliet Papa Case Study, Whisper the Search for MH370. And I retrieved it on 15 May 2023 from this website in the blue there, https www.mh370search.com. These are my comments here. You did you? Maybe that is why it is still missing. I just said that. Okay, and where this in darker quote, this is pretty much the same thing, but in a different paper or something like that. And it's more detailed. They talk about this, the 142-page paper authorized by Richard Godfrey and Haynes Coetzee stated that in previous papers, plural, I don't know, just have to kind of wait. There it is. We have successfully detected and tracked both large aircraft such as Boeing 777-300 ER and small aircraft such as Diamond DA-40. Wonder where that plane is. Is it in the hangar now? In the boneyard? It's probably still missing, would be my guess. Jeff Thomas is the author, October 29, 22. So this is relatively recent also. Here's the title of that one. MH370 new research paper confirms WSPR NET tracking technology. Ooh, it confirms it. It confirms that it works great. My problem is I would agree if the plane was found, but the plane has not been found yet. Once again, it could be in the Pacific Ocean. It could be near Hawaii. It could be, in the Alaska Gulf or something like that. It could be in the Persian Gulf. It could be in the Gulf of Mexico. We don't know where it is. So anyway, that's my point. And then I was gonna kind of show you. Here's kind of the whole section. It's on navigational nuances and subtleties. I think I've showed you this before. Section 1, Section 3. It is. Chapter 9 is whisper. It's spelled wrong. There's no I in there. It's WSPR. Chapter 10 is Inmarsat. I haven't really even got to that one yet. Expect. Maybe you'll be hearing about that, and radar, all that thing about the radar tracking and so on, and then other nuances and so forth. So that's pretty much it. I did this in a calligraphy class, Asian calligraphy, and oddly there were Asian calligraphers that were on this flight. There was like a whole group of them that went missing on this flight, and so on. Oh, finally, I just did the math on this. You've seen this before, some of the math and some of the work on it. But remember this from last time, maybe? This is my chart that I made here. This is right in the center of the page here is the Maldives, basically where that possible fire suppression bottle from the aircraft was found, where it washed up on the Maldives, which was relatively close to the main airport there, Barra Island. Okay, the airport's at Maldives. So all this is kind of the Maldives general area, and this is the general Perth, Australia area here. And these are, I made 7 marks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8th is Perth here. This is approximately the same place as the 7th arc of the Inmarsat thing. Like right here, if you'd have the Inmarsat arc where they searched and searched and searched and searched, and this is my 7th arc and so forth. I figure the 7th arc, now I figure the distance from Perth to the Maldives from here to here, by looking it up on the internet, is roughly 3,627 miles as per finance dot co.uk and so forth. And then I did sort of the stoichiometry here for that. First, for the distance between the Maldives and Perth, which I had 3,627 miles, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is 336 hours. It comes out to be 10.79 miles per hour, but that's between Perth and the Maldives. I figured that because you have 8 arcs to Perth, the 7th of the 8th arc is that. So the 7th circle is 7/8 of that distance, 3,627, which is just about 80% of the distance to Perth, or 0.875. So I multiplied that by the distance of Perth, and it comes out to be 3,173 miles to that 7th circle. So I did the stoichiometry here, same thing, 3,174 miles in 2 weeks. And it's 2 weeks is 336 hours. So it comes out to be 9.45 miles per hour. So, I mean, you think about that. This is like supposedly like the aileron, the flapperon. If it broke off the airplane here, actually, no, I take that back. It's the fire suppression bottle specifically. If the aircraft crashed here on the water, the nose broke off, the fire suppression bottle popped out of the airplane and started floating. This basically says that it was going roughly 10 miles per hour average for 2 weeks and arrived here and washed up on a beach and somebody found it. That seems preposterous to me. Not so much if it was like a cruise ship. I mean, a cruise ship could, sustain 10 miles per hour easily, for that. Actually, it was from here, not Perth, but this distance is, again, 3,174. And it's like pops out of the aircraft and it just starts traveling like it has an engine at 10 miles per hour average for 2 weeks, and then runs out of gas and washes up onto the island. How would it do that without a motor, just floating on the currents? Maybe. But if you ask the oceanographers, I don't think that they talk too much about a direct current that runs from, roughly just west of Perth to the Maldives. So anyway, stay tuned on all this. I'm just trying to make some sense of this to learn from it, whatever I do, whether I'm just go back to flying model airplanes or something like that. I like to learn about what happened here to apply it to my model airplane flying. Thank you. Have a good day. Please give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe and so on. Have a good one. See you in a couple of weeks, and the next one will probably be on other nuances if I follow this system that I'm following. Have a good one. So long. Bye.